The Galaxy S26 Ultra might just be Samsung's boldest and maybe most controversial Ultra yet. Not because of its power, not because of its features, but because of something you'll notice the moment you flip it over. A gigantic, almost shocking camera bump. Here's the surprising part. While the phone itself is getting thinner, the camera bump is getting way thicker. The S26 Ultra will slim down to just 7.9 millimeters compared to the 8.2 millimeter S25 Ultra. That sounds like progress, until you factor in the cameras. The bump alone will stick out 4.5 millimeters from the back, nearly double last year's 2.4 millimeter. Put it all together, and the phone's actual thickness jumps to about 12.4 millimeters. That's a massive increase from the S25 Ultra's 9.1 millimeter overall. So why does this matter? Well, smartphone design is a constant balancing act between form and function. People want slim, elegant devices, but they also demand bigger sensors, better optics, and next-level photography. And that's exactly what Samsung seems to be prioritizing here. The S26 Ultra is rumored to bring 3 updated cameras. The 200-megapixel main shooter and the 50-megapixel 5x telephoto will both get wider apertures, while the old 10-megapixel 3x telephoto is being swapped for a bigger 12-megapixel sensor. That's great news for low-light performance and overall detail, but it comes with this very visible trade-off. To put it in perspective, this design means the S26 Ultra will have a more pronounced camera hump than anything we've seen in the Ultra lineup so far. And based on leaked renders, it's not subtle. It's bold, maybe even a little clunky. Some might call it tasteless, but others will argue it's just the price of progress. What makes the situation even more frustrating is what Samsung didn't change. Unlike Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 Pro Max, which is also rumored to be thicker, but will pack in a bigger battery, Samsung is sticking with the same 5,000 mAh cell it's been using in Ultra models for 6 years straight. If Samsung is already making the device thicker overall, why not take advantage of that extra space to give us a bigger battery? Imagine an Ultra with 5,500 or even 6,000 mAh. It could have been a real game changer. Instead, we're left with a device that sacrifices sleekness, doesn't boost battery life, and really only leans into camera upgrades. Depending on what you value most in a phone, that could either be exciting or disappointing. Here's my take. This design choice shows just how much Samsung is betting on the camera as the Ultra's main selling point. They know people use their phones more than ever for photography and video, and the Ultra brand has built its reputation around having the best smartphone camera on the market. By giving the sensors more room, Samsung is pushing image quality to the next level, even if it means breaking the clean, minimalist design trend we've seen over the past few years. Of course, leaks don't always tell the full story. Renders exaggerate proportions, and Samsung may still refine the design before launch. Plus, real-world use often makes these things feel less dramatic than they look on paper. Remember how people complained about the S21 Ultra's camera island at first? Over time, it just became the norm. The same could happen here. But one thing is clear, the Galaxy S26 Ultra won't go unnoticed. Whether you think the bump looks ugly or futuristic, it's bound to spark debate. And maybe that's exactly what Samsung wants. A phone that makes a statement before you even power it on. At the end of the day, the S26 Ultra is shaping up to be a mixed bag. Slimmer in frame, bulkier in camera, same old battery, but promising better photography. If you're someone who values camera performance above everything else, this might be the upgrade you've been waiting for. But if you're hoping for a sleeker design or longer battery life, you might walk away wondering whether Samsung made the right trade-offs. And that's what makes this leak fascinating. It's not just about specs, it's about philosophy. Do you design around the thinnest, most elegant form, or do you double down on features even if it means making the phone look less refined? With the S26 Ultra, Samsung seems to have chosen the latter. And depending on where you stand, that decision either makes this phone bold or a misstep. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.